Hey guys, it's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel, give me the fufu juice.
Oh, I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet.
A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous.
You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Hello everybody. Today we have something a little bit different. Recently I was contacted by a company called Nalanda, I want to say. That's how it's spelled right there, Nalanda. To see if I would be interested in either a sponsorship or a review for their metal detectors. Wasn't really interested in a sponsorship. That usually means you're limited to using their products and not other things. And I don't really have any affiliation with a particular product. I like anything that works good. I don't care if it's a Garrett or a Mine Lab or a Fisher or whatever. I mean, if it's a good detector, it's a good detector. I don't have any bad things to say about any of them. Unless it's crappy, and then we'll talk. But I said, yeah, I would love to do a review of this. The detectors that they have aren't your high end. I told them I would be completely honest in my review. So if it's not a good detector, they were going to hear about it. And the detectors that I have to compare it to in my arsenal are a Fisher F22, a Garrett AT Pro, and a Mine Lab Equinox 800. I'm not going to be comparing it to those, just seeing where its capabilities fall in line, beginning to detector, mid-range detector, high-end detector, things like this, so I can help determine who the target market is for this product. So they sent me this. Got a pretty picture. I'm still not real sure which model this is. I think part of the label was covered up, but it says LD030 on the box. Not sure what that is, because I don't think I saw that model listed. I've already got the top cut open, so let's take a look and see what's inside this thing. I'll tilt you down here just a little bit so you can get a better view. We've got some instructions, and it's an MD038. That's what I was hoping it would be, actually. That's that one I do know. This is a on Amazon $150 metal detector. It lists itself as an 18 kilohertz metal detector, and it has an 8.5 inch concentric coil that we'll go ahead and take out right there. Coil has a nice feel to it. Looks to be pretty well made. I mean, tabs there are kind of thin, but not that bad. Wire feels a little thin, but feels good. That's a nice connector there, kind of like an AT Pro, just smaller. The coil itself has got a little bit of heft to it, so I think as you're swinging you're going to notice it a little bit, but I think it's probably still going to be lighter than your Garrett AT Pro. What else do we have in the box? I'd say these are probably your upper and lower shaft pieces. Should probably read the directions, but where's the fun in that? The shaft, by the way, is adjustable from 43.7 inches to 54.4 inches. I don't see anything on this that says you have to go one direction or the other. These are your standard inexpensive cam lock style fittings, so we will loosen those up on both ends. See, and it does have one hole that's a bit different here, so one end is going to be the top and one end is going to be the bottom. And from the picture, this is going to be the top right here. See that hole sitting off by itself. So we're going to insert this end in here down at the bottom and adjust this. I'm going to set it right there right now to begin with and see what that feels like. Here is the main body. Nice little arm cuff. Standard arm cuff, just has a single point to hold it on, and it looks like it is adjustable. See, there's another hole there that I could probably slide this as I needed to for fitting large arms or small arms. Still trying to figure out the weight on this exactly, but while I'm taking this out, let me give you a little rundown. Actually, that's pretty darn light. That's a nice looking display too, isn't it? Mode, sensitivity, discrimination, power, pinpoint, and eliminate. Has modes. It says all metal. I like that. Ooh, nice. Discriminate, custom, jewelry, and memory. This and it has markings on the top there. See if you can see them. Get you over here. See for your coins and stuff. Here's your all your other things. Hey, look at me. Oh, check that out. We got a cool mirror thing. Oh, how far can we go? That's cool. It's the little things that excite me, apparently. Get you set back up there. So we're going to clip this in up here. And that looks like that's what that would be for, that top one by itself. I'm going to tighten that up. I'm going to tighten this one up. That's a good solid feel. I mean, there's nothing to that that's going to make it bounce around. Set this right here. Anyway, specs. Compared to my Fisher, oh, that's all there is to it. Fisher F22 is a 7.69 kilohertz detector, and we've seen from the past using that Fisher that it is a very capable detector. Seems like you're cockeyed a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's my head. That Fisher with a lower frequency there, that 7.62 is going to go deep, really, really deep. It's not going to get as fine objects, so you might miss some of the extremely fine small stuff, but that 7.62 is going to go deep. And it's good for silver too. And I've seen that. I've actually put it away at times where I had a lot of trash and I needed to get in that trash. I put away the other detectors and I pull out that Fisher, and it does a fantastic job in the trash. Especially in iron and stuff like that. And that sucker will go deep. The Garrett, the AT Pro, is a 15 kilohertz detector. And the Nalanda is an 18 kilohertz detector. So it's way up there on the frequency. Not sure how far it's going to have on depth, but it's going to get some fine objects. Fairly shallow. Weight, the Fisher, very light, 2.3 pounds. The AT Pro says it's 3.03 pounds, but the way that thing is balanced, the way that arm has this same design like this, it puts this weight and this weight on top of your arm here, just like this one does, and even this one's only about 3 pounds as well. And with the coil being the heaviest part way out there, it feels more than 3 pounds. This feels like it's in the 5 pound range, just the way it's balanced, holding it straight out like that. The AT Pro's like that too, and I'm not a huge fan of it, which is why I like my Fisher and my Garrett that are so, my Mind Lab that are so light. The F22 has a 9-inch elliptical coil. It's shaped kind of like this. The AT Pro has that infamous 8.5 by 11 double D coil. That is a fantastic coil. And this one has an 8.5-inch concentric coil with 2 rings. This is going to be really accurate at pinpointing things directly below it, and your sensitivity as you get further out is going to get a little bit less. But what these coils are good for, like this, when you've got these circular concentrics, is fine pinpointing. So this has a potential. It's got the setup. It has a potential that it could be something halfway decent. Takes 4 AA batteries, and I've got to read the manual here. I've got mixed information as to whether the whole thing is waterproof or whether just the coil is waterproof. One thing I saw said it's waterproof down to 3 meters, and another thing I saw said it is only the coil. I guess really that's about it at the moment. I think what we're going to do is set it up on the table here, and we'll get you guys involved. We'll put some batteries in this thing, and we'll see what kind of air gap that we get. Do some air gap testing. So be right back. Alright, let's see if I can get the display so you can see it here. I'm going to power it on. Does a check. I've got the sensitivity all the way down right now, but I was trying to figure out the difference between memory, custom, and discriminate. Custom, what I found out is if I go to discriminate, see, it lets me go to the bar I want. I can hit eliminate and eliminate that spot. So I can notch out stuff. If I'm finding a lot of pull tabs and they all come up in a specific area, I can notch that out so I'm not finding them if I want to. If I go to all metal, of course it does everything. Discriminate, check this out. It remembers where I was, but it just lets me choose a spot, and then it discriminates everything out below that. So if I just wanted to kill off iron and go all the way up to like maybe aluminum, I could bump that up, and then all I'm going to get are potentially good signals, like if I'm cherry picking or something. If I go to memory, I think it just lets me save a setting however I want. I can choose a custom setting and then go to memory and it'll save that or something like that. Jewelry eliminates iron automatically, and then I'm back up into all metal mode. And I've got my pinpoint function. Hold that down. And I've got my power on and off. So let's get this set up and do a little bit of air testing. Alright, here's our setup. I got it set up on a couple of tray tables here. And I got this on the box so it won't be on anything metal. There's a couple little rivets in the tray table underneath, and I wanted to get it away from that. And I have it measured out to the 16-inch range. So we're going to come over here, turn it on, and hopefully I can get this inside. I'm going to bump the sensitivity up. See, and I've got so much EMI inside that it might not like that. So see if we go to jewelry mode. And I bump it down. Let's see if that'll hold. We're going to go 1 down on the sensitivity right now. And what I've got to test is an Indian head penny, Merc dime, wheat penny, silver quarter, lantern part, a toe tap, and a big old piece of iron. Let's start off with a silver quarter. I'm at 9 inches, 8 inches. It's hitting on it at 7, but won't hit it at 8. 6 is a lot more stable. I'm going to see if I can bump up that sensitivity next bar and see if it'll act right. Won't do it at 8 or 9. Won't do it at 8. Yeah, won't do it at 8 at all. Barely hits on it at 7.5. And it seems like the closer to the center of this area you are, the better. Yeah. Okay, let me drop that sensitivity back down one and see. Won't hit 7.5 at all. It'll hit 7. So that does seem to make a bit of a difference, that sensitivity. So we're going to go all the way back up on it. Just so. So it's hitting the silver quarter at 7 inches. Not at 8, but it'll hit at about 7.5. And so that's not too bad. Let's see what it'll hit the dime. Will it hit it at 7? Ooh, barely, but that's not bad. We'll go 6.5. Six inches for a Merc dime. Barely at 6.5, but it'll hit solid at 6 inches. That's not bad. For a $150 detector, that's pretty darn good. Okay, let's get my wheat penny. Wheat penny's hitting lightly at 8 inches. And it depends if I get it right up in that sweet spot. See, this concentric coil is straight out from that is going to be your biggest sensitivity. It hits pretty good at 7.5, definitely at 7. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's get the Indian head. Got a different sound, you can hear it. Hits hard at 7. You know, I'd dig that at 8. That's pretty darn good. That's even bouncing it at 9 inches. Check that out. Not bad. 8.5 a little bit. 8 inches better. Wow, Indian head at 8 inches. I'm impressed by that. Toe tap. Toe tap bouncing it at 10 inches. Solid. Pretty solid at 9 inches. Not bad. Lantern part. Oh, hitting it a little bit at a foot. 11 inches. Letting me know something good's there. 10 inches solid as could be. That's not bad. 10 inches down. That's very respectable. Now, big old iron ring. See what we get there. Actually, that could be a brass ring. About the same as a lantern part, I think. Won't hit at a foot. 11 inches, somewhat. And it seems, you know what? Check this out. This likes a fast speed. It's hitting pretty good at 12 inches. 11 inches solid. So, you know, not bad. Not bad at all. So, oh, shut up. What does all that tell me? You know, it tells me they may have one heck of a good metal detector here for a $150 metal detector. My phone stand here has had better days. It's like all wobbly. You know what? I think we're just going to have to roll with it. So, this has been the air test and unboxing for the Nalanda MD038 Gold Digger metal detector. So can't wait to get this thing out in the field and see what it does. Was not expecting a lot out of it, to be honest. It looks like it's got a tight coil or sweet spot, which is fine for trashy areas. And if you're a beginner, that's a really good thing because you're going to get in a lot of trashy areas if you're going to be going out in public spots. So could be a really good thing. I've got a spot, if you watched my last video, I found where a school used to be. It's been bulldozed down, and I went out and found a Merc dime and I think like 8 wheat pennies and that cool Cracker Jack token. We're going to try to get back out there tomorrow, hopefully. There's a section up near the road, a curb strip, very wide curb strip area I have not touched. So I think we're going to get this out there, see what it can do, dig everything it sounds good with this, and then go back over it with the Equinox and see what we missed. So stay tuned for that. Until then, happy hunting. You guys get out there and make your dreams come true. Talk to you later.